Hello, Christopher Thomson here. Over the years, I've had followers, subscribers, and some friends ask me, can you do a video to teach people how to do impersonations? I'll be honest, I've been putting off the idea of doing this video really because A, I couldn't give directions to someone, let alone instructions on how to do impersonations. And second of all, I don't think I'm good enough or qualified enough to sort of teach people how to do something that I'm still learning at doing. So instead, I hope I can give you some advice in how to get you on your way. Number 1, watch or listen to your target voice. Let's face it, without the original voice, how else are you meant to do an impression? Also, no matter how far you've come with it, always re-listen or re-watch, because subconsciously you'll pick up things that you may not even be aware of. Since an early age, I've had this sort of ability, not the voices exactly, but noticing patterns of speech, sort of habits, mannerisms, that sort of thing. And I could be with a group of friends and I could pick up a habit that they would all do. For instance, I know one person likes to always answer a question as though she's been interviewed. And I have another friend who has a very interesting laugh. And I used to work with a colleague who always used to go, you know what, I'm bloody knackered. We'll make up the impression, and that's the key about impression. It's like observational comedy. You are literally just poking at what other people will recognise. They go, "Yep, that's so him." You know, that's so her. That's who you're impersonating. And of course, submerge yourself in whoever it is you're impersonating. For instance, with my Patrick Troughton stuff, I have spent months re-watching episodes of Patrick Troughton and across his various different roles in other shows to try and work out what it is that's similar between his different characters, because no matter how diverse a character actor is, there's always this like a bass voice which you can sort of recognise going, yeah, that's that. When Patrick Troughton has the iconic cough, which he which he does every time he's going to try and remember the line in a quick few seconds. So it's a habit that it stretches across. So notice things like that and you'll be well on your way as an impressionist. Take a phrase. There must be a catchphrase or line of dialogue that your chosen target impression has said that you just can't forget. You remember the highs, the lows, how it's delivered, everything about it. Just replay that in your head and in fact reenact it. Often with impressions you do tend to sway from the impression you're doing into your own voice, which is very difficult to hold on to. With Peter Capaldi, for instance, the phrase that I always think of is at the end of The Thick of It, actually. And he just turns and just goes, "You didn't finish me." So just keep doing that really, replay it back in your head, reenact it, and then try and carry it on from there and see how long your voice can hold on to. And then do your line, pick it up and carry on. Accept you are not the original. And don't be disheartened because you don't sound like the original, because let's face it, they sound like the original because they are the original. We are effectively tribute acts, and we're doing our best to try and capture and give a nice tribute to the original voice. Work in progress. This is the key thing I live by with impressions. No matter where your impression's at the moment, know that you're still working on it. You can always try again. And if you stick at it, you can do better the next time and get closer and closer. Trying again is essential. Every video I upload is immediately dated because it's the best impression I could do at the time. And the way I see it is each video is an opportunity for me to try it out. And people will comment on it saying whether it's good, bad, or so on. But I don't at any point think when I'm doing it, I've nailed the voice and putting it up there. And that's why negative comments don't affect me, because I know for a fact that if someone says it's rubbish, odds are I'll agree with them, because it's not the finished article. It will never be the finished article, but it's a work in progress and I did it for a bit of fun. Listen to criticism. Now, I've had a lot of people in the past say, I love your Troughton, but your Capaldi is rubbish. And do you know what? I didn't disagree with them, because at the time it was just a work in progress. It was an off-the-cuff thing. I didn't have any inkling of, I think I've already got it nailed, now I'm going to present it. But I listened to the criticism because then I got to watch more Peter Capaldi and got to work on the voice even more. So when I did a Vine later on, the reception was much better. People said, oh my god, you've really worked on it. And even then, this Vine was an off-the-cuff thing. The point is, who's to say that you're not going to develop over a period of time? So the criticism really can help shape the next time. Good or bad, it will help. Don't doubt yourself. Now, I do have people say to me, Chris, my impression isn't as good as yours. Well, let me stop you there, because that impression that you're doing now may be the best that you're doing now, but as I said, it's a work in progress. You can still improve, you can get better, and I feel exactly the same as you. Like, for instance, Jake Dudman does a fantastic Matt Smith impersonation. Amazing. I could never match that. I will never get to that quality. Pete Walsh does an amazing Ninth Doctor. I can't do that. And so I'm always miles away from people. So don't ever think just because someone else is doing a better impression than you are, doesn't mean that you're incapable of doing an even better impression yourself. We're all trying. We're all working on it. It's a work in progress. And this is your work in progress. And it doesn't matter how good it is now, you can always work on it. I still think my impressions are rubbish. I'm listening back thinking, that's me. I can hear me. That's awful. I don't like it. But then other people don't, which is a huge boost. So keep at it. Don't put yourself down. Keep going for it. Keep practicing. And above all else, just do it for fun. And I don't ever want to say I've met my target, because I enjoy just learning like everyone else. So that's probably all the advice I can say. I'm not very good at tutorials, so I can't teach you how to do impressions, but I hope anything that I've said in this video can help you. I believe in you. I really do. I'm like you. I'm trying. That's all I'm doing. I don't ever think that I'm better than anyone else. And I think everyone is capable of doing better, including me. So keep at it. All the best. If anyone can do it, it's a challenge. Try and do an impression of me, because I've never heard it. No one's done an impression of me, and I do impressions of all my friends. And do comment below, share your stuff with me. I love hearing various impressions. I love impressions. I love it. So keep at it. I believe in you. All the best. Goodbye. I really hope that helped. Otherwise I've just rambled for ages.